was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Ready. Miller, 1. Ready.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 32-yard line. A big pickup of 38. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Devon Hamilton with the tackle. The Chargers had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off of play action, here's Lance. And this one is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Give them a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Tua. Open man right side is Ingram. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he's got some space here. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. After 1 on EA Sports. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Ultra.
They'll run with Etienne and trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready, go.
Tua on 4th down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. That's taken on the 25. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Tua. This complete to Jones. And out of bounds right around the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
First down by Marvin Jones Jr., and he's got over 300 of those in a career now in its 11th season. He's a guy who just plays so well season in and season out, always averages about 50 to 60 yards a game, and is well respected in the locker room. One of those players that everyone wants in their lineup and wants in their organization.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go. It's no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
2 and now, 3rd and goal. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Charger drive about to get going, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The tackle there by Trey Herndon.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Lance is going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line. So 44 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In motion goes the tight end. On first down, this is McCaffrey.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. McCaffrey on the counter. And some space here. Touchdown, LA! Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he's got room. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. ETN once more. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Etienne up the middle. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to him on 1st down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They'll start the drive here with an end around. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them? Great tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there from McCaffrey. 59 yards. Christian McCaffrey, a guy that can beat you in so many ways. He's a threat to go the distance literally every time he touches the football. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, Chargers. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see
he's got a man complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. Room here to run. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Facing this fourth-quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 160 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. McCaffrey running up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now McCaffrey off right tackle, and he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. On the return, here's Agnew. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Chargers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season.